Hey there, and welcome back to some Crusader Kings 3 with the House of Habsburg. Count Warner here has been growing power immensely. We are now the Lord of 3 counties, and we are looking to found a High Lordship. Just first, we do need to get the money. So that's going to be our concern at first. And thankfully, we have had a child born who was not a son. The reason we do not want sons, of course, is due to the forced partition succession that we have here. Confederates being, if I had 2 sons, I'd lose one of my provinces. If we were to be able to get the High Lordship, then we don't lose land underneath, unless we had enough land to create 2 High Lordships, in which case one would be created, which is not very fun. If we go for just simply partition, that would be great, but we need to actually have hereditary rule found for the Swabian culture, which is here, and nobody is trying to get it. It's expected to be found in 349 years. Well, that's just horrific, isn't it? We do have a daughter, though. We'll call her... Oh, Adela would work as a name. We got Otto, Ida, and Adela. Sure. Let's actually see what other names there are. Sophie. Yeah, I like that a bit better. Excellent. Excellent. The dynasty is strong. My son is now 12 and a fearless empath. He is curious, ambitious, compassionate. He is betrothed to this lady here. She is bossy and impatient. Well, she sounds like she'll be a terrific wife later on. Let's have a look at my court again and make sure that everybody is married. No. Aegiston here, the Hungarian, is not married. Let's go ahead and find him a wife. We'll sort by age, but at the same time, fertile and... Where's the word? There it is. Adults. And also inheritable traits, if there are any. Comely, pretty. Oh, well, pretty. Comely. Fertility. Yeah, let's just go with the youngest one. She's a Franconian. Excellent. Anybody else in the court here who is not married? Ida, my daughter, my son, but he doesn't really count. And of course, there have been people being born now. Excellent. Well, hopefully they'll get some boys as well. Oh, that's top realm. Let's go with my realm. These all people in my realm. Sure. Hopefully we get some young boys born as well as girls, so we can later on have some knights who have been bred and raised purely to die for us on the battlefield. I can ransom Bertha for 50 gold. We'll do that. It gets us a lot closer to what we want here. And this man here has accepted the marriage proposal. Thank you very much for sending over that lady for us. We can create the High Lordship, but not yet. They're leading us on at the moment. A good deal. A good deal indeed. Let's also create a guardian for Ida. I'd like her to have more of a stewardship focus. Let's give her to my wife there. Yeah, she's on a stewardship focus. As for you, we can't actually pick a focus right yet. We can either get you out of these rags. Not sure why the default clothing is rags. Yeah, sure. Headgear. Doesn't need a headgear here. Whatever you want. Apply the changes. Excellent. Levies are now over 1,000. Quite a bit over 1,000. Puts us on par with many kings in this game. The Holy Roman Emperor only has 4,400 himself. You have not that many there. You quite a few, but we'll soon deal with you, won't we? Freeman's Fortune. Oda, a free tenant renting some of my land in our Gaul, has pulled in an exceptional harvest this season due to her meticulous planning. She wishes to use some of her profits to purchase a piece of my estate from me so that she can build upon her success and grow more crops for the next year. Forget farming. A woman like her should be in my court. If you pay me hard coin, the land is hers. Control changes a lot. All land is mine, land. No, let's just bring her to my court. Excellent. She is intelligent and unmarried. Can we find her a marriage? No, why not? Why will she not accept a marriage? She is my courtier. And very good at stewardship. Only 22 as well. Let's have a look at my cancel then. Steward, I could give it to her. Could I not? No, we'll only have men for options of stewardship. Well, let's go ahead and give it to a better person if there is any. There is Guntram here. We'll swap you with Guntram. Who's actually my diplomat, but that's fine. We'll give this position instead to the mayor here. Marshal, you're the best man for jobs. So no, this man here is my knight. Good, we'll assign the best people for the jobs, and then my spy master is Adulthood. I could replace her with... he's got a 12. Oh, her, that's actually a Oda. Yeah, we'll put... Oh no, I'm looking at the wrong place, but still 10 is higher. We'll put Oda in position there. Still can't get you a marriage though. Oh, because it's only my court with that option, of course. Let's go with find spouse. Matrilineal, and let's find somebody with good prowess. A Norwegian man, a Welsh man. Oh, these are the ones with inheritable traits. Well, let's get rid of that. That's not too necessary. Swabian man. Amadeus, 24. What a master of the blade he is. Matrilineal, of course, and hope that they can breed us many more future knights. Welcome over, sir. A bold villain. Or Oda, she definitely deserves better than that. Slipping away, Otto seems to have been having a difficult time at our latest feast. He sneaked out early and was not seen for the entire rest of the evening. If you have better things to do, do those instead. He will gain impatient, or we can try and get him shy or glass. Yeah, sure, if you have better things to do. I have better things to do, and that is shout out our sponsor. This campaign's been sponsored by Pax Britannica, a narrative history podcast of the British Empire. It's completely free for you to go and check out in the comment section down below. And for me to continue having sponsorships, I do rely on unique clicks to the links down below. Count or peasant, high or low, it does not matter. In the end, we are all mortals. I was reminded of this as I woke, coughing in the early mornings, a dull ache pounding through my head and throat. A physician is, it does cost a bit of money. Let's send for one at once. Apparently Amelia is quite good, or Heinrich seems enthusiastic. He's not trained. Both of them fail to impress me now. We don't recruit anyone. I have died. We'll be continuing as Count Otto. Count Werner of Aragao has found peace in Christ's embrace. At 48 years of age, he died from being ill. A man of pleasant disposition, he will be remembered for his benevolent rule. Count Otto ascends to the throne. Merely 13 years old, he will need to rely on the council during his first years of rule. Continue as Otto, and thankfully we did not have a brother to share these lands with, and we do keep the money, so we will crown ourselves a high lord very, very shortly. So I do still have my intrigue education focus. I'm still betrothed here to Giselle d'Ivray, and yeah, we'll be keeping that. As for my tutor, do I get to pick a guardian? Educate child. Myself. Let's sort somebody with a bit of intrigue here. Guntram, or there is Hildegard. We do want traits as well. Diligent, brave, ambitious. I like Oda. We're going to choose her. Send a proposal at once. Let's go to the council. We don't have a spouse position, but that's understandable at the moment. Excellent. We will soon have the money we need. I could be trying to sway the Pope still, but... oh, seek indulgence. Pay gold for forgiveness for your sins and gain piety. I pay 100 gold for 100 there, but I'm trying to get 100 for 250 piety. Or at least that isn't profitable and something to exploit. At the very least. I'm going to get the High Lordship now. Thank God for that. Because we, of course, have been chosen by God. But we will be creating the Duchy of Transoxania. I'm not sure what that is. But if I can rename it, we're going to rename it to Switzerland. Let's create it. I am now a mighty duke, and I can rename it. This will be renamed to the Duchy of Switzerland. And the objective will be Swiss. Excellent, we are now the Duchy of Switzerland, which is de jure part of the Kingdom of Burgundy, which might be what we go after. Oh well, good for us. There are no claimants because we are the only ones who made it. Add laws, do you say? We can add laws to the succession law of Duchy of Switzerland. Male preference, feudal elective, Scandinavian elective, Tanistry elective. Oh, so I can actually do things here. The ruler and all vassals of 1 or 2 ranks below the title can nominate the heir, the Tanis from among the members of the ruler's dynasty. Vassals will tend to favour older, distant relatives. Feudal elective, the ruler and direct ruler. Rulers of at least king tier. So I don't... Male only, well... We don't want that. Male preference, feudal elect... We'll think of this later on, but for now I'm quite happy with how things are going here. Excellent, hopefully we will survive and create a grand house. I will probably have to get my sister a matrilineal match Let's see exactly who is available. Is there any traits that are inheritable, perhaps? Intelligent man, nah. Quick, intelligence. Let's sort by age. Intelligent would be good. Robust, you say. Health, medium boost. Traction opinion, plus 10. Oh, he's Cornish. Gaelic, quick. Oh, is any one of them from around here? There's a Bavarian, isn't too far away, Udo. Small boost to health and attraction opinion. He is compassionate, fickle, and impatient. Well, we'll come back to this another time. She is only 9. There's no risk at waiting here. Excellent. Well, we are now Duke Otto, our liege. Here is quite weak. Modify my own feudal contract, perhaps. I would like to pay less tax. I want to be exempt from tax. I could contribute more levies. Let's put everything where it is. Can I have my title protected? In exchange, I will contribute more levies. Normal levy contribution, your contract gains protected title revocation. Let's try and modify this. Oh, it has been modified. Well, he didn't actually get a say in it. Oh, well, that's great. His primary heir is the Duke of Austria. Interesting that it would be Austria. Now, let's have a look at myself again. Look at me. I am a great, great man. Excellent. Well, let's just get on with our lives here. We don't have much money, so we can't go ahead and try to claim more land. Piedmont down here, he's quite strong. Swabia, quite strong. You are actually the one who most likely I could defeat. Now, my wife is going to have a claim on your land. Was it Giselle? Of course it was Giselle. So maybe that would be a way to expand later on. Sure. Border gore is also an important thing to worry about. There are more mountains around here for us to try and take over. Zurich would be grand, seeing as it is where it is. You are allied in Ulm to these fellows and these fellows. So we would want quite an alliance if we were to try and go after Zurich. So maybe that's what we'll have to do with my sisters. But first, let's have an heir before we start worrying about this. So we're a little bit of time before any sort of war is declared, unfortunately. But Zurich and the rest of these Swiss lands around here would be the perfect way to go. Emperor Heinrich V has declared war on King Milos of Pomerania. Good for them. Keep the realm unbalanced. Hang on a second. What's going on? Oh no, it's because I'm part of. It's because I'm zoomed in. I thought maybe everyone had simply become independent somehow, but no, that is not the case. Now factions, I can't create any at the moment. There would be Independence faction, Liberty faction, and create Claimant faction. Oh, not worry about any of them. Hopefully the realm does get weaker though, so we can try and take over. It's going to take a little bit of an alliance, so we can actually try to take the Holy Roman Empire straight for ourselves. Now that would be very interesting. Our dynasty is currently obscure though. That's not terribly fun. 7-4 or 9-4. I mean, how do we get it up then? 9-5 is up per month. It'd be nice if it showed us exactly how this went up. Children are born with 100 prestige. We'll just get a maximum plus 10 on rate opinion. Yeah, that's just what we get from being of a certain age. It's going up, but not in line with my prestige, I don't think. The puppy. I'm out walking with Oda when I hear it. It is a tiny sound, frail and scared. I look all over, under every stone and around every corner, behind every bush, and finally I find it. A small puppy, all alone, sits between two stones. It is my puppy now. Yes, it is my puppy now. Thank you very much. The dog. It has brown fur. And naming a dog is a important decision. Amiable, nose-wise, hold fast. Oh, we're over here in Switzerland. What are they known for? tennis players and being a big plus. Habsburg, A-E-I-O-U. What does that stand for? It doesn't actually say. Radbot. We can name it after the house founder, but that's best name Werner. We don't want to name it after my father. Let's name him Nosewise. Sure. What a great name. What a great name. What a great dog. A call to war. My ally over here in Ivera has found a new enemy, Forez. The Duke of Forez is whom exactly? County of Lyon. Okay, yes, we'll accept. We don't want to lose our opinion there. We will be part of this war. We could go and try and catch some people, gain some money out of this, but I think we'll lose more just by simply raising my troops. Concerned for my current war, my friend Lone has paid out of his own treasury to aid my efforts. Well, thank you. 75 gold and 10 stress loss. What I'm going to do then is try to fabricate a claim over here on Zurich. I think Zurich is definitely the place to go. They're quite big and strong. This man here does personally have 2 areas. You are still allied to this chap and that chap's quite strong, but with our alliances here we're not too weak ourselves. Excellent. Well, let's try and keep our men alive. We'll allow this man to go around and lose his troops. My second sister, is there any potential alliances we could go through with you? Alliance of Saarbrücken. Saarbrücken has 280 men. Where are you, Saarbrücken? All the way up there, so you're actually part of Upper Lorraine. Not great, is it? It really isn't great, but it is someone with some more men. Beilstein. He's gallant-ridden, wise, intelligent. Let's go ahead and arrange that. Let's get rid of all this. Between Sophie and the Count of Saarbrücken. He's intelligent. It will form an alliance. Fast Niveria, but it's a few more extra men. He won't take matrilineal. But that's fine by me. We have another friend. Excellent. They'll come in handy later on, I'm sure. This battle here has been won. I could raise a local force. I don't have to raise everyone. Still, I don't wish to. Let's just leave them to do their own work. The war against Pomerania has not been going well for the House of Salian. Coming of age with the whole help of Oda, I have finally concluded my studies in the art of intrigue. My achievements were not great, but it also could have gone worse. As I take my first steps into adulthood, I find myself reminiscing about some of the people who have made an impact on the man I have become. The friendship I shared with Agoston, my marshal and knight, meant a lot to me when we were both young. I don't think he's been young in my entire life. And still have him by my side means a lot. Duke Otto, you are a man now. We have learnt flamboyant trickster. We are not very good at all. We become impatient, ambitious, and compassionate. Not the greatest, but we do have a fun hat here. Let's see if we can change that. Headwear. What if I had a noble cap? It's a bit silly. Friggin' cap. Oh, not a smurf. No, let's just go with default. We'll leave it there. As for my hair, though, can I get rid of that? No headwear. Oh, we'll keep the default. I don't like the what they got there of the fade on the hair. No. The facial hair is not currently an option. Well, let's just go with the medium unkempt, which is what it was, and go with no headwear. Apply the changes, very good. We don't need to have that silly hat. Rather sell it. No lifestyle focus taken. Well, I would like intrigue due to the fact that we can do a few things with it. Seduction scheme power. Fertility is great as well. Fabricate hook schemes. Find secrets may also fabricate hooks. Also, we want this. Golden obligation. We demand payment for hooks. Collect tax effectiveness. Let's go through here first, perhaps. Also diplomacy and also learning. I like the idea of intrigue for the fertility, though. I don't want to be too fertile. I don't want too many sons. Let's go with money again. I would like to get taxman and golden obligations. We'll go through the monthly income focus first. Very good. This war here appears to have had somebody else join it. Yes, Bertrand of Provence. Well, in that case... Oh, we have got another friend as well. They are going to struggle without my forces, but I don't want my forces to go over there and die. I also don't want to be paying for them. Not a fan of the idea. Lively livestock. As additional payment in a recent trade, I find myself in possession of a large herd of cattle. I have been assured that the animals are of the highest quality, but the question of what should be done with them remains. We can prosper from the herd we gain. Cattle herd for 15 years. Not sure what that does. Beautiful herd, but it could be larger. Could potentially lose that, or we could gain large cattle herd. Or a quick profit. No, let's try and gain something there. Excellent, we do have a large cattle herd. Now, where is it? Development growth, plus 20%. Well, I do like the idea of development growth. Very slow as it is already. Could also probably afford some more stuff here. We have a wooden barracks. Can't upgrade it though. Could go for walls and towers. We could go for farms and fields, pastoral lands. Tax and levies, hunting grounds, tax defender advantage levies there. I do like the idea of being more fortified in my house. Less likely to be captured. Let's construct walls and towers. 3 years all taking 150 gold. Excellent, let's go through it. Nosewise. It has become a habit to walk nosewise daily, and I am not sure which of us enjoy the fresh air and sun most. Nosewise bounds ahead and looks back at me and barks to say as if, keep up. And on we walk. Very good. And what I'll do for this episode here, looks like my allies are going to be struggling. I might have to join up with him to ensure he wins and doesn't lose all of his forces here. But anyway, that'll do for this episode. I hope you are enjoying it. We have, of course, been sponsored by Pax Britannica. Go ahead and check out their link down below. It will help me out a lot. And, of course, I will see you guys next time. Goodbye.